Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. I love how when we turn the music off, everyone gets quiet. We do this double thing where we drop the lights and then the music. It's helpful. Welcome to Kelly Writer's House. My name is Jessica Lowenthal. It's a real pleasure to welcome you all here for this reading by Morgan Parker. I feel like we've been watching the snow and panicking about the snow, but it was like this perfect middle where Valentine's Day is tomorrow, the snow is yesterday. It's perfectly timed reading. I'm glad you're all here. If anybody wants front row seats, we have a couple, and there's one on the, is that one free too? So feel free to sneak up if you want. What we'll do tonight is it'll be a reading, and there will be no Q&A afterward, but there will be a reception and book signing. We have this book for sale. So if you have a question, I'm pretty sure you can ask it. Yes, we've gotten confirmation. So it'll be informal, and you should eat cheese and crackers, and you should feel compelled to talk with each other. Yeah, no need to raise your hand in a setting like this. So tonight's program, I should say, is sponsored in part by the Fund for Feminist Projects, which was gifted to the Writers' House by an anonymous donor who liked what we did and said, do fun stuff. So it allows readings like this, and we're really grateful for that. Officially introducing Morgan Parker tonight will be Janice Lowe, who I'm honored to say is spending time with us here at Writers' House this semester as the CPCW Fellow in Poetry and Poetic Practice. And Janice has been already an amazing presence here. Just having her every week in itself is lovely, but she took this space as basically the first program we did in this newly renovated Arts Cafe and transformed it into an interactive soundscape where we created with her, in a very generous way, I should say, a remix of a work in progress. And it was mind-blowing, and it was extraordinary to be a part of that work and to feel it happening in real time. So I just want to say before we welcome Morgan Parker to the podium, we should give a huge round of applause and welcome to Janice Lowe, who will officially introduce. Here she is.
Thanks. Welcome, Morgan Parker, and welcome, everyone. One of the things that really inspires me about Morgan Parker's practice is that she keeps this ongoing dialogue with visual artists who foreground Black women. A Carrie Mae Weems photo, brass-framed bed, a Black woman with a lit cigarette, she in a wide-legged sit, one knee and thigh covered with dress, the other bare, woman ready for self, up for a whole lot of things, pleasurable and or truthful. This is the cover of Parker's collection, There Are More Beautiful Things Than Beyonce. In the poem, We Don't Know When We Were Opened, or The Origin of the Universe, after artist Mickalene Thomas, the speaker gets open and stays open with all of the stuff. Shiny, sparkling, chill mood making, scent therapy, TV, and sips, the beauty of every day. Parker also traffics in listening to the folk, to the party, the ground, the quotidian, to the pop culture, to the stars, glowing edges, to the interior. In her essay, How We Speak, poet-essayist Marie Evans wrote, listening is a fine art developed by practice. One hears the unexpressed as clearly as if it had been verbalized. One hears silence screaming. Listening can decode a stranger's eye and hear autobiography. I experience Morgan Parker's poems as visceral, as when reading the startling poems of I. Both have finessed a no-filter filter. giving you at times a peek through hands at brilliant sun, offering vitamin D and sun as cook stove left to burn. Parker gives provocative title, as in the poem, "Who were Frederick Douglass's cousins and other quotidian Black history facts that I wish I'd learned in school?" A whole world of questions and race trouble. Quotidian, the daily, so wonderfully mundane, as in worldful, weighted possibilities, the moment inside the moment, the out-the-box joy pain, the uncertainty, the probability of winning. Black decisions about what we want right now, woman decisions about what we want right now, about standing for someone, for something, standing up, growing. A dip and dance in and out of a necessary and cherished lunacy, the moon's pull, planet's call, the hyperlinked real inside flick switch of now, really, then, really, now. Parker's words, the undersides, the layers of them are punch drunk with dimension, complicated and feminist, womanness, a make me want to holler fullness to her craft. Reader, listen to and talk to these poems, because they're everyday people riffing, crooning, blues shouting, balladeering, emceeing, funketeering, horn playing, and dramatic sopranos singing. Are bursting up in the quiet, are us obliterating the careful, the safe, the P's and Q's, are singing you. Welcome, Morgan Parker.
Thank you, Janice. That was really, hi, oh my God. That was really excellent. I'm not ignoring you. I was just texting my mom about the live stream because she's like obsessed with following every little thing. Hi, thank you all for coming. This is amazing. I love this space and I'm just really honored to be here. I think I'm gonna start with some poems from There Are More Beautiful Things Than Beyonce, and then move into some poems from my new book, Magical Negro. Why they let me have these titles, no one knows, but I'm just gonna keep pushing with that. Yeah, with this book, I'll just start at the beginning. Those who were in Janice's class earlier, this was one of the ones where I was like, am I allowed to do, like, could this be a poem? And mostly it was about starting my book with an all caps title, such as, "All they want is my money, my pussy, my blood. I am free with the following conditions. Give it up. Gimme, gimme." Okay, so I'm Black in America, right? And I walk into a bar. I drink a lot of wine and kiss a Black man on his beard. I do whatever I want because I could die any minute. I don't mean YOLO, I mean they are hunting me. I know my pussy is real good because they say so. I say to my friend, I am broke as a joke. I am starving like Marvin Gaye. I'm so hungry I could get it on. There's far too many of me dying. The present is not so different. Everybody looks like everybody I worked with. Everybody looks like everybody I kissed. Men champion men and animals. Everybody thinks I'm gonna die. At the museum, I tell the school group about Black art. I tell them the word contemporary. I have a nose ring I forget about. I have a brother and he is also Black. I am a little modern to a fault. I say, this painting is contemporary, like you and me. They ask me about slavery. They say Martin Luther King. At school, they learned that Black people happened. The present is not so different. I'm looking into their Black faces. They do not understand that they exist. I'm Black in America, and I walk into a bar and drink a lot of wine, kiss a white man on his beard. There is no indictment. I could die at any minute of depression. I just want to have sex most of the time. I just want my student loans to disappear. I just want to understand my savings account. What is happening to my $5 1 cent? I am free with the following conditions. What is happening to my brother? What if I do something wrong? My blood is so hot and wet right now, I know they want it. I do everything right just in case. I don't want to give away my money, but here I am. So stupid, I have to say. Here I am. I matter. They like to be on top. I am being set up. I am a tree, and some fruits are good and some are bad. You guys here? Are we good? Okay. Please laugh at my jokes, otherwise I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run out of here. It's like my only saving grace when I'm up here. The president, okay, and I should say, because this has been confusing since I published this book, but like, I'm talking about the Black president. And I will always, never question that. The president has never said the word Black. To the extent that one begins to wonder if he is broken. It is not so difficult to open teeth and brass taxes. The president is all like, 5 on the bleep hand side. The president be like, we lost a young boy today. The pursuit of happiness is guaranteed for all fellow Americans. He is nobody special like us. He says, brothers and sisters. What kind of bodies are movable and feasts? What color are visions? When he opens his mouth, a chameleon is inside, starving. It's nice to read from this book because I've been reading from this one. And before I was like, I hate this book. I'm so over it. That's how it goes. I hope you guys know about Hottentot Venus. Do you? We're here? Okay, you guys are smart. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys are Ivy League. I went to Columbia, so I'm a little brat about it, but you guys are all right too. Hottentot Venus. I wish my pussy could live in a different shape and get some goddamn respect. Should I thank you? Business is booming, and I am not loved the way I want to be. I am an elastic winter, sympathy and shock, addictive decoration. In the sunlight, my captors drink African hibiscus. They tell me I look regal bearing fruit. I am technically nothing human. I will never be a woman. Somewhere in my memory, I was held by a man who said I deserved it. Now I understand. No one worries about me because I am getting paid. I am here to show you who you are, to cradle your large skulls and remind you you are perfect. Mother America, unleash your sons. Everything beautiful you own. Let's see, I want to read the poem that you mentioned. So this is based on the art of Mickalene Thomas, particularly the work in The Origin of the Universe, which is kind of a series that she's done. We don't know when we were opened or the origin of the universe. A sip of liquor from a creek. Saturday syndicated good times. Bare legs, colors draped like an afterthought. We bright enough to blind you. Dear anyone, dear high heel metronome, white noise, hush us. Shh, hush us. We're artisanal crafts. rare gems, bed of leafy bush, you call us superfood. Jeweled lips, we're rich, we're everyone. We have ideas and vaginas, history and clothes and a mother. Portrait ready American blues. Palm trees and back issues of Jet. Pink lotion, gin on ice, zebras, fig lipstick. One day we learned to migrate. One day we studied mama making her face. Bright new brown, scent of Nana and cinnamon. Shadows of husbands and vineyards, records curated to our allure. Incense, unconcern. Champagne is how the Xanax goes down. Royal blue raining. We're begging anyone not to forget we're turned on with control. We better homes and gardens. We real grown. We garden of soiled panties. We low hum of satisfaction. We is touch, touch, shine, a little taste. You're gonna give us the love we need. For those of you, some of you guys know Pink Lotion, the black icon. Literally, you guys, I'm so proud of this. I'm like, I've made it. The other day, the Pink Lotion people, the Luster family, like DM'd me and was like, we like saw something where you mentioned the products you like, and we're such big supporters of you. And it was like, hey, doll. Like, it was like so wonderful. And they were like, we'd love to send you some products. And I was like, I made it. Like, this is truly the black come up. So yeah, they're sending me some like Luster products. Yes, y'all know. It's a big deal. Thank you. It was like the Luster daughter who messaged me. I know. Truly. Black royalty. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know who to talk to this about, but I am thrilled. All right, let's do this one then. 13 ways of looking at a black girl. At risk, pretty, Queen Latifah, Nikki Giovanni, Ma, Tina Turner, sex, dyke, ugly, bitch, sex, mama, Nene Leakes, Sally Hemings, thought, Erykah Badu, easy, bipolar, Beyonce, sex, kitchen, rape, wifey, Nina Simone, Nicki Minaj, sex, Whitney Houston, Toni Morrison, I Am Hungry for Myself, Grace Jones, diva, slut, thong, darky, Michelle Obama, High Yellow, nappy, flawless, Audre Lorde, Lena Horne, lips, Sandra Bland, sex, strong, sex, sister, Wanda Sykes, sassy, witch, low income, sex, booty, well-spoken, Issa Rae, less, Hotep, beautiful, Hottentot Venus, sex, chicken head, thick, Alice Walker, queen, dead, just a friend, sex, Shonda Rhimes, trouble, sick, sex, mean, hair, bell hooks, single, dying, tragic, sex, help, carefree, chocolate, special, exotic, sex, ratchet, Felicia, loud, lost. I mentioned this poem earlier. It's a sestina. And literally I started this poem because I was like, what if I wrote a sestina called It's Getting Hot in Here, so take off all your clothes? And then I was like, I'm going to do it. So I did it. And they let me put it in a book. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. All day, men shout like lizards, sharp-tongued in the desert for salty flies. The sky's the boss of us. I can't spit when I try. In the heat, less is everything. Respect, power, mouths, sex. All of it is taken from me. I step into a volcano and melt like the witch I am. I want to be flawed all the way to bed. Wake up, flawless. Subjected, flawless. Swallowed my tongue for communion, I mean volcano. I erupt with a mouth like a bossy eagle. I made my bed, so I have sex in it. My body gets more for less, and oh, when I say less, I mean as in classically beautiful. Flaws spilling out of my mouth like sexy moon rocks. I cut out men's tongues, and I sharpen myself, and I'm scary, and I'm bossy. I'm the chick who raises snakes like a volcano, I don't even remember, spews its desert under pressure. Volcanic in the streets and volcanic in the bed. Less kitchenware, more potent libidos bossing men around. All day they shout, flaws on my crystal. All day I feel their tongues. It's literal, it isn't sexual. Okay, maybe it is about sex. What passes for magic. How a sleeping volcano is still a volcano. How with my tongue I turn on a light like God and I have less privilege than God. How even with flaws under these clothes, I could be the boss of you without them. Magic, boss you all night long. And of course, I mean sex, but I mean teaching too. Black girl rage, flawless. This diamond, my diamond in a volcano's hot, lost city. And I do not mean helpless. Just the hits on this one. This poem's called 99 Problems. I wrote it in like a really short spurt, and I was like, I can keep going forever. This could be a whole book of several lists of 99 problems. Hella problems. 1, playing house, I was adopted. 2, or the dog. 3, I understood. 4, they made me the wild creek between class clown and most unique. That's true, actually. I was tied for those things. 5, the chocolate, whatever. 6, one afternoon, the dog killed a bird in our garage. 7, he brought it to my feet. 8, in the Bible, every wing is real. 9, I could be a witch. 10, dating. 11, dating. 12, it is impossible to always be touching. 13, 250 to unpack this. 14, 60, a bag to heal. 15, inhale, heal. 16, oppression. 17, oppression. 18, oppression. 19, oppression. 20, defense. 21, teaching. 22, listening. 23, never knew him. 24, Nana packed the slow car alone. 25, picked 6 honey heads from school. 26, drove till the sky turned. 27, a new state. 28, I don't know anything else. 29, it doesn't matter. 30, I wake up, not sure I want to. 31, I don't know how to explain. Every wish is an ice cube I swallow whole. 32, it is important for me to say I'm okay. 33 through 35, fucked a white boy. 36 through 42, American history. 43, where are you from? 44, Prozac wait. 45, Thomas and I got pulled over in Bed-Stuy last Saturday night. 46, we were in the back of a cab. 47, taxes. 48, the wilting planet. 49, sometimes I forget to take my pills. 50, I do it on purpose. 51, I can't feel anything. 52, a clean body is like a lake, and I'm some shit that bodies are sunk into. 53, prison industrial complex. 54, nonprofit industrial complex. 55, marriage industrial complex. 56, landlords. 57, nigger. 58, okay Cupid. 59, white saviors. 60, karaoke. 61, limited cocktail shrimps. I stand by that. Like, there's never enough of those. You know, they always go like this, and it's really a shame. Am I right or what? Like, that's truly a problem in this universe. 62 through 70. Please check all that apply. Panic attacks, hopelessness, decreased socialization, guilt, general overwhelming stress, suicide attempts. 71, are you okay? 72, Tyler Perry. 73, hangovers. 74, the Western concept of time. 75, food deserts. 76, James Franco. 77, okay, I drank too much. 78, again. 79, it is impossible to always be taking a lavender bath. 80, men at intersections. 81, men in smoky formations. 82, men in the waiting room. 83, men at Popeyes. 84, men up my skirt. 85, Mercury retrograde. 86, my dog eats a lipstick. 87, subjectivity. 88, no. 89, where are you from? 90, lost records. 91, my real name. 92, fitting in. 93, uninterested sex. 94, teacher called me Sheila. 95, Sheila was the other black girl. 96, Sheila hated me. 97, what we mean by come up. 98, be strong. 98, 98, be strong. 99, I'm tired. Let's see what else is happening in this book. I don't know why, but I always feel compelled to tell people that I wrote this poem in the bathtub. Just feels like part of the poem now. Please wait, or there are more beautiful things than Beyonce. Please wait to record Love Jones at 8:48 Saturday on BET until your life is no longer defined by Beyonce. Ants crawling over fallen leaves and little pieces of dog shit. Empty chicken boxes glowing with the remembrance of Greece. There are more beautiful things than Beyonce. Self-awareness, leftover mascara in clumps, recognizing a pattern. This is for all the grown women out there whose countries hate them and their brothers, who carry knives in their purses down the street. Maybe they will not get out alive. Maybe they will turn into air or news or brown flower petals. There are more beautiful things than Beyonce. Lavender, education, becoming other people, the fucking sky. It's so overused in poems because no one's sure of it. How it floats with flagrant privilege and feels it can ask any question. Every day its ego gets bigger and you let that happen. But one day your shit will be unbelievably together. One day you'll care a whole lot. You'll always take vitamins and exercise without bragging, and words will fit perfectly into your mouth like an olive soaked in gin. The glory of an olive soaked in gin and its smooth smallness. A gloss will snowfall onto your cheeks, the top of your lip. The sidewalks will be the same, evidenced. Combing your records, you'll see the past and think, okay, once I was a different kind of person. So on that note, once I was that bitch, and now I'm this bitch. I guess I'll start at the beginning on this one too. This poem takes its title from a line by Zora Neale Hurston that was then repurposed in an incredible text painting by the artist Glenn Ligon. I feel most colored when I am thrown against a sharp white background. Or I feel sharp white, or colored against, or I am thrown, I am against, or when white, I sharp, I color, quiet, forget. My country is a boat. I feel most colored when I swear to God. I feel most colored when it is too late, when I am captive. The last thing on my mind is death. I tongue elegy. I color green because green is the color of power. I am growing two fruits. I feel most colored when I am thrown against the sidewalk. It is the last time I feel colored. Stone is the name of the fruit. I am a man, I am a man, I am a woman, I am a man, I am a woman, I am protected and served. I background my country sharp in my throat. I pay taxes, and I am a child, and I grow into a bright, fleshy fruit. White bites. I stain the uniform. I am thrown black typeface in a headline with no name. Or no one hears me. I am thrown bone, unarmed. I feel most colored when my weapon is when I get what I deserve, when I can't breathe, when on television I shuffle and widen my eyes. I feel most colored when I am thrown against a mattress, my tits, my waist, my ankles buried in white ash. Everyone claps. I feel most colored when I am the punchline, when I am the trigger. In the dawn, putrid yellow, I know what I am being told. My country pisses on my grave. My country bigger than God. Elegy, my country. I feel most colored when I am collecting dust, when I am impatient and sick. They use us to distract us. My ears leak violet petals. I sharpen them again. Everyone claps. Man, I love reading this poem, and I love just sharing the gospel of the photograph that this poem is based on, which is I think is the most glamorous shit I've ever seen in my life. It's Diana Ross, like, walking down a street in, like, a silk negligee with, like, a fur draping off of her, eating a rib, and, like, licking her lips about it, just unbothered. It's incredible. Like, Google it ASAP. If you're not even listening to me and you're just looking at that picture, I don't care. Like, straight up. Magical Negro number 217. Diana Ross finishing a rib in Alabama, 1990s. Since I thought I'd be dead by now, everything I do is fucking perfect. Walking, reckless, and men, I suck their bones until they're perfect. I don't sleep with accolades. I don't get touched in the night. All men do is cry and ask me to be their mama. I can't get a decent fuck to save when I think about their feelings, I don't care. It's cool. It's cool. Come to mama. There is so much death here. She is casual and almost fragrant, like the word kill doesn't sound as bad as it is. All my friends are sisters and husbands. I'm afraid to be uncharted. I want an empire in my teeth, but I can't be bothered to wear anything but silk. I have grown up less mysterious than my myth. All men do is think I'm looking at them. When I think about them tasting me, don't Google my tits when you can just, unfortunately, I have a body and I'm the only one in charge of it. You know what? I eat the bones too. I'm in the world, nobody cares where I came from. Okay. This poem's in sections. And I don't really tell people this, but since we were kind of talking about it in the class earlier, the sections are all like fake sonnets in this poem. Most of them like don't follow many rules of sonnets, but they're mostly in the same shape and have some kind of shift in them. The history of Black people. 1. The saddest triptych is our blood, trouble passed down. A route out on our wet, stiff suits. Everyone walks behind us. I would rather dance hoodwinked with the devil than be alone. I pick bad juju over yellow meadow and your moon. Florida, Kentucky, hemlocks grow in sepia light. Red clay everywhere. This isn't a dream. In the beginning, red clay. 2. The history of Black people after Jean-Michel Basquiat. The history of Black people, an allegory for Denzel Washington's continuous battle with various forms of transportation. It's like, dude, planes, trains, and automobiles you're always struggling. The history of Black people, a Black feminist reading of Cinderella starring Whitney Houston and Brandy. The history of Black people, that might be like before y'all's time, but okay, good. Okay, good. I'm like, did that really occur? Like, that was like a blip in the universe. The history of Black people, or that feeling when Lauryn Hill is in your school choir, but she drops out right before the statewide competition. The history of Black people, a new series coming to BET 20 years ago. The history of Black people, an investigation. The history of Black people, a tragicomic horror film. The history of Black people, or joy, stinging pink lips. The history of Black people says me. The history of Black people goes blank. The history of Black people, adapted from white people. 3. Single Black female cries into a glass of rosé on a Friday in April at 10:54 p.m. Is once again an unpleasant movie date. Makes every little thing political. Needlessly references Paula Abdul's stint as a Laker girl. Wakes up fevering in the dark, afraid of trust. Forever sucking on a technical bad mood. Imagines her bones damned. False teeth in the grass below her feet, is a patient culprit. Names her heart a dumb tick. Forgive us our dissonance. We hold shame close. A Black boy's hairline finally puts us to sleep. A sea creature shucks sand for gems. 4. If you cut open my heart, it would be midnight at the greatest party of all time. A miniature Sean Carter and Audre Lorde feasting on difference. Uppity Negroes and highfalutins and Tyrones. Rick James appearing before Judge Joe Brown. Granddaddies eating fruit over the sink. Bernie Mac growling, "America, let's talk." I never went to recess because I don't play. I never learned to swim, but I went swimming. I make my enemy disease in my blood. I never believed in love. I carry us all in me, drag my hooves in tall grass and breathe when I'm full, bask in a real feel-good fugitive moment. Even the sun yawns when I pray. 5. On the first page of every library book, there's a question mark for us, backs bent out of exclamation. We don't know any of your words, but our children have licked them up in pools of sweat. Have you ever felt like a square peg in a round hole? Do you sometimes dream of a handful of Skittles sprawling on February lawn? If our legend was allowed, it would sing alligator scales. It would be written in red clay. It was an open and shut case. It never lived to be 18. This is our first and last love song. This is unfortunately a very true story. 2 white girls in the African braid shop on Marcy and Fulton. I know, I lost my mind. I was like, I can't believe what's happening. It was weird. They had their phones out while they were waiting. And for whatever reason, I was like, are they taking pictures? Are they filming? What is happening? I was like, there's no reason you should be in here. I had so many questions for them. And I was like, I hope you're not doing an ethnography. That's where my mind goes. So it was weird and terrifying. And then they were so stoked. One of them was getting her braids done, but it wasn't like she had a picture of some celebrity that had some kind of braid situation. It was a whole thing. Yeah, the cornrows got named something else, like Marc Jacobs or something. I was like, huh? Anyway, it was one of those things. Meanwhile, I'm just like, what's happening? Does it hurt? Why did you come here? What do you want? Are you filming this? Do you live in this neighborhood? Do you have a picture? Do you feel comfortable? Can I ask, is that a weave? Why do you feel comfortable? Is the neighborhood treating you well? Do you read the news? Where's your real hair? Do you like America? Are you filming this? How much? Dollars. Did you hear about the trial? Where are we going after this? I heard it was non-indictment. I've been listening. Nigerian soap operas. Praise be to God. Did you just take a picture of me? How do you feel about America? Is it too late? Reminds me of TV plantations. You'll get the shoes when I have enough money. Stop crying. Your mother loves you. Not too tight because I am tender. Not too big because I want it to last. Why did you come here? You know, with everything that's been going on these days, do the radios stay on all night? Does anyone tell a baby who they are, who they have to keep being? How did you sleep? Your soft kitchen, dark nipples. This is when we say our prayers. Women fill with infants and butter. Who are you texting? Did we make reservations? What language? Eyes so black they syrup. Hair so black there are no windows. The smell of burnt rope. How long will it be? How long do you want it? I know you. I wish I were you. I want to drag my toes in something I finally own. Do you know it only gets worse from here? Cash only. Oh, this is another one that we mentioned, so I'm going to read this one. Who were Frederick Douglass's cousins? And other quotidian Black history facts that I wish I learned in school. I have a body. It sits in a desk. Every day is bitten with new guilt. My teacher can see right through me, all the way to Black History Month. It is my fortune to be ashamed and from nowhere. How can I concentrate on photosynthesis when there is a thing called Africa? When my teacher talks about slaves, I become a slave. I know too much. I raise my hand. American flag and family tree. Is it my fault my stomach aches? I wait in my desk and try to be still. I lie and immediately confess. I grow a plant in a paper towel. I get in trouble for talking. At recess, I pretend. The mountains are closing in. I am good, but too curious. What happened to the Indians? How do we know about heaven and dragonflies? Where did Harriet Tubman sleep? Who did Harriet Tubman kiss? What about the Africans that stayed? Why are they hungry? Did Frederick Douglass's mother brush his hair in the morning? Was he tender-headed and afraid? Is that how I'm supposed to feel? Are you sure? How do you know? I like deciding what you guys need. You know what I mean? Okay. I know what it is. Let me take a drink of water for this one. All right. This poem's called Matt. For all intents and purposes, and because the rule applies more often than it doesn't, every white man or boy who has entered or fallen away from my particular moderate life has been called Matt. Not Dan, rarely Ben, never Matthew. Matt smokes unfiltered Pall Malls because Kurt Vonnegut did. We talk on MySpace because he goes to a different high school. Matt's in love with someone else, but I can tell he's still interested in me. Matt and his girlfriend aren't really together. Matt doesn't have a condom, so we can't. Matt also doesn't have a condom, so we can't. Matt loves Modest Mouse. Matt loves Kanye. He loves whiskey. He brings a flask to the park. He tells me I'm beautiful. He likes me. He follows me into the bathroom where I once found a bag of Coke. I tip sideways onto the tile, trying to steady myself on top of him while his legs are spread on the toilet lid. I say, "What about you and Anna?" He says, "Hold your ankles." I made Matt a really good mix CD. Matt's writing a novel. Matt's also writing a novel. Matt says I'm a really good kisser. My friends say I'm too good for Matt. Matt loves his mom. Matt's moving to Berlin. Matt's moving to California. Matt's quitting smoking again. He listens to, where am I? Matt rolls his own cigarettes. Matt has depression. He listens to sad songs. Matt wants a big family. He seems like he would be a good dad. His family is so white. His favorite novelists are so white. His ex-girlfriends are white. He said he would call me. His ex-girlfriends are really skinny. He has this thing where he seems like he doesn't care about anything. Matt's in love with someone else. He thought I was way older than him. He got a new tattoo. He has bad dreams. I miss him. He loves foreign movies. He's stoned all the time. He pulls me into another room. He has a beard, and he also has a beard. He kisses me in the other room. He loves my dog. He flirts with me all the time, I think just for fun. Oh, Matt. He knows he's a white man, but doesn't think of himself as a white man. He doesn't know what to do with his life. He floats. He is young. He can afford to be cool. He wears a lot of flannel. We're just friends. He's nervous about commitment. He's nervous in the elevator when he touches the small of my back. He's nervous on the roof. I'm nervous taking his hand because people can see us. His roommate walks in on us, then gives us shots of gin we all sip in silence. After that, we smoke on his fire escape and make out. We smoke in front of a bar and make out. We make out on an empty subway train and my back slips around on the hard plastic seat. He pays for my brunch. He texts me all the time, even at the airport. He's breaking up with his girlfriend. He and his friends are drunk in someone's apartment in Queens. What am I up to? He hates his job, but he's totally a genius. He lost his phone, so he has a new number. He hates his job, and what he really wants to do is make art and be happy. He needs to live abroad for a while. He used to be really dumb. He swats his hair from his forehead and says, of course he'll call. I always ask, but I'm going to stop asking. I'm nervous. He doesn't understand. He didn't grow up with many black people. He knows he's part of the problem. He just believes in love and knowledge. Matt. Each one more beautiful than the last. Each one with more intricate ennui. I could never love him. He floats. I can't stop loving him. Matt knows the bartender. Matt studied comparative literature. He still loves his ex, I just know it. He says, I like talking to you. He says, watch your head, as I ride him in his dorm room bunk bed. He's so sorry he didn't call, it's just that things have been busy and weird. Matt and I sneak out of a movie to hook up in his car. He is afraid of me. Matt and I are hanging out this week, I think, to watch movies or something, I guess maybe. He's never met anyone like me. Things are just super casual with us. Neither of us is looking for a relationship. Matt loves relationships. He slept with my friend. I can't tell if he's into me because I'm black or because I'm not that black, but either way, I feel bad. I feel it in my stomach's basement. Matt can't want me. I am not forever. Matt has kissed me hundreds of times, and he kissed my ancestors too. He held them down and kissed them real good. He was young, and he could afford it. When he touched them, they always smiled, almost as if it had been rehearsed. I love reading that poem because women always come up to me after and are like, girl, I already sent that to 5 people. And sometimes they're like, hey, and it's like a black girl, and they're like, hey, I have a Matt, and he came here. And then they'll like come back to the table and be like, this is my boyfriend, Matt. And the guy's just like, it's like really wonderful. The other night I read it, and this girl was like, this poem changed my life. And I was like, you know what? That's what I'm here for. And the men are like, I'm now a different person. It's really cute. Truly doing some good work out here. The poor guy at a college once who was like, I have a question. I'm obviously wearing a flannel right now. And I really like Modest Mouse. And I was like, do you have a question? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, just get it together, you know? I know, like, okay, all that is fine. Like, that isn't the problem. Parker's Mood by Charlie Parker. I am only as lonely as anybody else. I say at lunch, downtown, examining my worth. It isn't summertime. At the end, this is after the Solange album, A Seat at the Table. I rarely, like, respond when people are like, can you write about this thing that just came out? Because it takes me like I wrote this book about Beyonce for like 5 years. And it takes me a long time to just like process shit. But I got asked to write this and I was like, I don't know, let me just like listen to the album more than once and see like what happens. We are the house that holds the table at which, yes, we will happily take a goddamn seat. No one can serve two masters like we can. Be future and what they threaten to forget. Be Richard Pryor live on Sunset. And be the sunset. Kiss the ground, burn it to the ground, slay dragon, speak dragon. Sometimes it feels like we invented America ourselves. The difference between worth and worthless without them is science. How it feels to not be able to see a person. And the number of instances when we believed we should die. For dinner, watermelon and a dry white, gin nightcap, low moon. How fucking dare we? The probability of a wave carrying a pearl in its mouth is the probability of a lamb slicing its own white neck, tying its legs to a spit for someone else's feast. I'm trying to think what I wanna say to y'all. If you are overstaying woke, water the plants. Drink plenty of water. Don't hear the news. Get bored. Complain about the weather. Keep a corkscrew in your purse. Don't smile unless you want to. Sleep in. Don't see the news. Remember what the world is like for white people. Listen to cricket songs. Floss. Take pills. Keep an empty mind. When you are hungover, do not say, I'm never drinking again. Be honest when you're up to it. Otherwise, drink water. Lie to yourself. Turn off the news. Burn the papers. Skip the funerals. Take pills. Laugh at dumb shit. Fuck people you don't care about. Use the crock pot. Use the juicer. Use the smoothie maker. Drink water from the sky. Don't think too much about the sky. Don't think about water. Skip the funerals. Close your eyes whenever possible. When you toast, look everyone in the eyes. Never punctuate the president. Write the news. Turn into water. Water the fire escape. Burn the paper. Crumble the letters. Instead of hyacinths, pick hydrangeas. Water the hydrangeas. Wilt the news. White the hydrangeas. Drink the white. Waterfall the cricket songs. Keep a song mind. Don't smile. Don't wilt. Funeral, funeral. This was like a really hard book for me to write, and it's annoying reading from it because I'm just like, oh, I wrote a book about death and I didn't put enough jokes in it, so this is it's just gonna be uncomfortable for me for like ever. Cool. The High Priestess of Soul's Sunday morning visit to the Wall of Respect. The Impressionism wing strikes me as too dainty for my mood, except for one oil painting by Gustave Caillebotte, Calf's Head and Ox Tongue, which is described in the wall text as visually unpleasant. A bust of an African woman bums me out. This year, I cried at everyone's kitchen table. I spit on the street and was late on purpose and stepped in glass and my dog died and I saw minuses over and over. I'll figure it out. I let a man walk away and then another one. It has taken me exactly this long to realize I could have done something else. I'm being repetitive now, but do you ever hate yourself? I'm always like, don't worry, guys. I have several psychiatrists. And Cold Sunset. How I feel about you is smoking a cigarette in the rain. I think about walking into traffic and suddenly you're a dick. I think about a yellow line and then a road and then an animal. And nothing rises up. And horror is a verb. I want to forgive myself for overindulging. Food delivery men see me without a bra more than anyone else. My body is an argument I did not start. In a way, I am not aware who made me. I bow down to a deep plea. When strangers call my name, I feel like a white girl. Skin in reverse and a quiet pussy. Nothing helps me not think about universes. I'm funny because I know nothing matters. Maybe I'll do like 2 more. When I was just reading everything, and when I was an MFA, there's a lot of talk about like the body in literature. Like I feel like I took a class just about the body. It's like this vast thing, and we hear it a lot lately. And I'm always like, what is that? Like I know I have one, but it sounds like something else. Magical Negro number 84, the black body. Give it a new verb. Stop writing poetry. Go outside. Make blood. The body is a person. 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 Sometimes I just like keep going on that. So I'm like, you didn't hear me. And I'm gonna say it again. Okay, I'll end with the last poem in the book, which takes its title from a piece from Gertrude Stein's 3 Lives, and the kind of larger excerpt of it is the epigraph for the whole book, which is like weird. I'm like, I don't know, my last epigraph was Kendrick Lamar, and so I'm like, I wrote this book called Magical Negro. Epigraph, Gertrude Stein. Like, but whatever. It was summer now, and the colored people came out into the sunshine. They descend from the boat 2 by 2. The gap in Angela Davis's teeth speaks to the gap in James Baldwin's teeth. The gap in James Baldwin's teeth speaks to the gap in Malcolm X's teeth. The gap in Malcolm X's teeth speaks to the gap in Malcolm X's teeth. The gap in Condoleezza Rice's teeth doesn't speak. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard kisses the Band-Aid on Nellie's cheek. Frederick Douglass's side part kisses Nikki Giovanni's Thug Life tattoo. The choir is led by Whoopi Goldberg's eyebrows. R.I.P. The choir is led by Will Smith's flat top. Also R.I.P. The choir loses its way. The choir never returns home. The choir sings funeral instead of wedding. Sings funeral instead of allegedly. Sings funeral instead of help. Sings black instead of grace. Sings black as knucklebone, mercy, Junebug, sea, air. It is time for war. Thank you.